sailors, don't be scared because we have the best PRO in change working on the event.
No, I'm not the best. I've just been around the longest. That's all. I've been around since before dirt, so it's fine. No, it's just, for me, it's just a matter of how you handle people. It's not a matter, the race course is the easy part. Handling the people is something that has worked very well for me.
It seems that you have some particular feeling with crews, sailors, tacticians, and so on.
Yeah, over the years, the relationships have developed. I've always been very open with them, and you know, if I make a mistake, I'm the first one to own it, and they appreciate that. I respect them for what they do. They've got a lot of talent, and we have to work together to make it happen. It's not just me. I mean, I'm working with the sailors to make the race as good as I can. The sailors, the umpires, the organizers, everybody's involved. In the old days, it used to be stratified. You know, the jury was God, the organizers were God, and the race committee they just ran the races. Now it's a total team. It's level playing field. The umpires, jury, organizers, sailors, race committee, everybody has to work together to make it happen for the sailors and for the owners.
How it happened that you decided to be a PRO?
I was a sailmaker for years, and I sailed all over the world with customers, and to be honest with you, that kind of ruined the sailing part of it for me. It wasn't fun sailing with customers sometimes, but it was more a matter of starting in my local area, running races the way I'd like them to be run if I was actually racing. Not the way I was told to do it, but the way I thought it should be done. And I got very lucky with a few events coming my way, and it just took off from there.
Do you think that you have still to learn something from sailing?
Oh, I learn every day. I learn every day I'm out on the water, and I still do. I mean, I don't have all the answers. I'm not smart enough. The one thing I do have the only thing I'm smart about is when I make a mistake, I learn from it. And some people don't do that. But when I make a mistake, I use it in the next event to correct things. It's an ongoing process. Doing what I do, if you stop learning, you might as well stop doing it.
Not all the people know that your surname is Luigi. Can you explain to us why you are Peter Luigi Reggio?
Well, that's easy. When I worked at North Sails back in 1971, it's a long time ago, there were 5 guys on the floor cutting sails named Peter. So everybody got a nickname. Because my last name is Reggio, I got an Italian nickname, Luigi. And believe me, you don't want to know the other nicknames. You couldn't tell people. It's disgusting. So I got lucky.
What about the difference between the English-spoken sailors and Latin sailors? You feel some difference on the water between Vasco Vascotto and Terry Hutchinson and so on?
Oh, I mean, well, yeah. I mean, Vasco and Terry are totally different people. We all know that. But they both are very talented. They're both really good at what they do. And they have different everybody has a different personality, whether they're Latin or American or British, or it doesn't matter what culture they're from. Everybody's different. It's just, you know, I wouldn't say there's a difference in the sailing community between nationalities so much as, you know, they're all there enjoying the sport. Everybody started in the sport at a certain level. Some grew better than others. Some have more talent than others. But it has nothing to do with nationality or anything like that. It's just dedication.
What about the most important lesson that you have learned from sailing?
The most important lesson I've learned is that it's a game. You know, a lot of people are very fortunate to make their living doing it, but in the end, it's a game, and most of us are here to entertain the people that own the boats. You know, my feeling has always been that the owners and sailors, you know, don't buy the boats, don't sail the boats, and don't enter regattas to get their asses busted. They enter them to have fun. So my job is to provide that amount of fun with as fair racing as I can.
What's your feeling about the new America's Cup?
I think, conceptually, I think it's fantastic. You know, in the beginning, I was skeptical about it, because I didn't know how well the multi-hulls would tack, etc. I thought it would take something out of the match racing aspect of it and just become an absolute straight line speed test. And they seem to be able to tack very well. They seem to be able to maneuver much better than I anticipated. I mean, I think conceptually it's a great thing. I mean, you got to move forward. You can't stay in the past. You got to keep moving forward. You got to learn every day, learn something new, and try something new every day. Otherwise, static.
But how your job is changed with the multi-hull experience?
I haven't done much multi-hull stuff, but I don't think it's really changed my thinking in so much as, you know, if I'm running a race for a multi-hull or a fin dinghy or a maxi yacht, I don't change the way I do things. I really don't. You know, the courses might be different, et cetera, et cetera. You know, like with the way they start the multi-hulls on the Reach at the start, et cetera. That's a little bit different, but that doesn't really change my job. It's an easy fix for me. It's only geometry for that.
And what about your experience in the Olympics?
Yeah, I'll be in Rio. Yeah, I did China and London, and now I'm doing my third in Rio. I was there for the test event.
You feel something different when you are involved in an event like in the Olympic Games?
Not really. It's a sailboat race. I mean, it's not that. It's a big deal to the sailors, but to me, all I do is go out and do my job. I don't really feel any pressure in what people would call a bigger event than I would in an event at a local club. It's just all I try to do is do the best I can do, and if it works out, fine. If it doesn't, okay, we'll fix it the next day.
I know that a father is all the time a father, but let's talk about Anderson. He is really appreciated in the sailing world, and he's building up a really good career, it seems.
It seems that way, and you know, a lot of people would say that I should be proud of him. I don't do pride, but I'm really happy for him. I'm really happy for him, and it's a lot of fun for me to interact with him and get phone calls from events saying, well, Dad, this is what's going on. And not that I give him advice because he doesn't need it. He's really good on his own, but we do talk, and it's a lot of fun for me to have him involved in the sport. I didn't know that it would work that way for us, but I'm happy for him.